Cooper here at eTrailer, and today we're going to be taking a look at our RockyMounts GuideRail on our 2023 Honda CR-V. Our bike rack is going to be a two-platform style bike rack, individually rated for 60 pounds each, meaning that our e-bikes are going to fit on it, as well as you can tell there is no frame contact, which means that our carbon frame bikes as well as our alternative frame bikes are going to fit very well onto this rack. One of the really cool features about the GuideRail is it actually has a tilt-away feature. So holding onto our blue lever here, just holding onto our bike for a little extra security, we are able to tilt this away, allowing us access into our trunk. So that way, we have our bike shoes back here, our helmets, maybe a water bottle or something. We have plenty of room with our CR-V to sit here, change out those shoes, grab whatever we need with no issue at all. Now, in order to lift it back into that seating position, we actually don't need that handle. We can just go ahead and kind of gently push up until we hear that clicking sound, letting us know that's been locked back in that position. Since our bike rack is being held in by two hooks, it doesn't really matter in which order you go, but either way, you're going to want to hold on to the frame, press in on our lever, which is going to disengage that tension, and then flip it out so that way we are off the ratcheting, and then that just pushes right out of our way. And once you do this on both sides, you are free to grab your bike and begin your ride. Now with our bike off, we can actually show this in the most compact form it's available in. Putting our arms back in, locking those down into place, and again pulling on that lever, but instead obviously pushing it closer towards our car, which offers a more compact position. Whether you're parked in a tight spot or while you're out biking on the trails, you don't have to worry about taking up too much area or somebody accidentally hitting your bike rack. So now let's talk about some measurements. Obviously in this compact position, we're not going to be taking up as much space, which is really helpful if you were to take this to the grocery store or have it in your garage before you load up for the ride. So coming out on our car, we're only adding about 15 inches of extra space on to our CR-V. And then coming down here, we can see that there is a 14-inch ground clearance from our point on the back to the floor. But obviously that's with it in its fold-up position. What about when we're driving around with our bikes on the rack? Well, just go ahead and putting it back down to that position. We can see in this configuration, we're adding on about 30 inches onto extra space from our bumper, which is kind of about double the space of that compact one. And obviously we now have new ground clearance as well too, sitting about 24 inches off the ground. Coming in down here, we can see that our bike rack comes with a 2-inch hitch fitting inside our 2-inch receiver. Our anti-rattle bolt really helps make sure that there's no play within that 2-inch hitch as well. And there's a lock on the other side just for some added security, that if you were to go away in the grocery store or while you're out riding your bike, that you're not afraid of your bike rack growing legs and walking away. For my final thoughts on the RockyMounts GuideRail, I think it's a very solid bike rack. I think it has all the things that you could want in a bike rack. If you were looking for something a little more comparable, the Kuat NV base is very similar to this, just different in the way that it holds the bike. It only has one retention arm while wheel strapping in the back. But today that was a look at our RockyMounts GuideRail on our 2023 Honda CR-V. My name's Cooper, and thanks for watching.
We're going to take it out here on the test course. First thing we're going to do is hit the bumps. We're just going to see what it's like if we did hit some speed bumps. I'm watching the bike, watching how it holds on the tires. It looks like it moves just a little bit, not too much. This is mostly standard with other bike racks, so nothing to worry about. The bike doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Now we're going to go a little bit faster in the parking lot. I'm going to take some aggressive turns and see how it handles there. Looks like it's fine. I see a little movement again, but again, the bike's not going anywhere, so I don't have to worry about it.